Hey guys, we have little Alexis here. She is a hybrid that I have put together. I didn't paint her, but I've changed her into a hybrid. I'm just going to be doing like getting her ready to go home to her mum, so like doing the last tests on her, confirming that she's all good, getting all of her stuff together and packing it all and sending her off to her mum. My washing machine's going in the background. I need to get washing done today. I started to film her video and then I decided that I wanted to keep it on her own, so I'll just quickly whack in that part here about what happened with her nappies. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in buying one of my hybrid babies, they are on my Facebook page called ShellBell's Creations. Just want to state one more time, I don't make the babies, I don't paint the babies, I just add put the mechanism into them and make them cry and stuff. But I didn't paint the babies. So I have turned this baby girl on. Her sensors are working really well so far. So for her bottle, I've just got that propped for the minute. I'm having a huge issue with her nappy. Her body is bigger than any of the bodies that I've done before. She's a weird size. She's a really large newborn size. She has a 0 to 3 month, what is this, like a bodysuit on? But her pants are newborn. The bodysuit needs to be long for her length, but it's gaping around the top. So it is a really weird one. She's like a long baby, and that's why we need to make custom nappies for her. Okay, so with the nappies, we had to make some new ones because the other ones were not the right size because this girl's a chunky girl. So I've made her some new nappies, and they go all the way up to her back where her box is, and her sensor attaches. Dog hair everywhere. I'm so sorry. I say this in every video. I was thinking about it. I think I might make a card that says love from Shell and a little bit of Klaus, and then have in brackets, so sorry, if there's any Klaus hair in your parcel, we are sorry. We tried to clean it out the best we can, but at least you get a little bit of Klaus with you. At least everyone gets a bit of Klaus. I don't know, I honestly was thinking about that yesterday, that I possibly need to make up some sort of sorry, but you get a little bit of Klaus with every purchase from us. I don't know. Yeah, so no hate. We have that lint roller, the sticky lint roller. It lives just under here. You can see it's got lots of Klausy hair on it, and I quite often do this to get Klaus hair off stuff. But Klaus hair is everywhere that I am. Let's have a look at Miss Alexis's back. So once you get into her back, she has this nice padded bit on, and she's got 2 pieces of Velcro. So I've made this one completely removable if you want it to be, so the whole back is free. And then her nappy goes on the sensor here with Velcro, of course, and then the ID. I've also started attaching these to something. So I've got it on a small hairband on a dummy chain, so that will come with her. And that is where the ID goes. And then when she's on, it goes beep normally. So I really liked the idea of having this come on off completely. So I'm just like mucking around and seeing what's working with these babies. You can still have it on and lift it up, get in and do the ID, but if you want to take it off completely, it's easier. You can take it off completely. I'm going to take it off for the minute. Alright, program. I have programmed 14 babies so far. Wonderful. I'm going to pick schedule 5, and I want it to be 10 because there's quite a few care events. Actually, let's go 11. And I'm going to touch baby's contact point. Touch IDs to start simulation. So this is the noise it makes. Ready? 1. It's easy to like slide it down because the nappy's there. So like come in and slide it down. I'm going to do 2 of those, and then I'm going to put my special key in because just in case I need to turn her off. I cannot believe that I learnt what this was this year. It's a babysitting key. So if I ever decide to turn her off, or like I need a babysitter right then and there, all I do is get this key, put it into her back, or into any of the Realcare backs, and it pauses it until I'm ready. Something I have learnt is that you can't leave their IDs in because they will cry. They get cranky about the ID being left in place. So that's new to me. I'm glad I've tested it and worked that out, but that's why I've come up with this little ID on a string so it doesn't get lost, because this ID will be programmed to the baby. This is the only one you can use unless you do an emergency stop and then an emergency start, and then that will reprogram it. Because this sculpt has a beautiful open mouth, she's got fursies in it, poor girl. I have got a dummy, and I've got that special ear putty stuff, and I've moulded it into a dummy shape for the inside of her mouth, and then that way she can have a dummy, but not all of them can have that, so that works well. That scared the poo out of me. Alright, we've got to ID her. I'm just going to feel for her ID spot, up and then come back down. Alright, she's beeped. So, when you feed her, it still looks like she's being fed on her lips, but it's just below her lips, especially because her mouth. I know I said I was going to do the next one with a feeding sensor right in their lips, but because of this sculpt, I decided to go below again just to make it a little bit easier. Alrighty. So what I have found in the past few weeks, another thing, I'm glad she enjoyed that. I'll tell you in a second. So something I have found while creating these babies is that they need a lot of stuffing in their head for a few reasons. One, so that the sensor doesn't move. Now the sensor is glued in place, but remember it has a wire connecting to it, and that goes in the body. I've left a lot of room there for the wire to move around, for the baby's head to be moved left and right. If the baby's head ever goes in a full circle, that's going to be a huge problem, because the wire inside is going to twist, and you're never going to know which way the wire is twisted to unless you take the head off and see. If the wire gets twisted enough and pulls, it's going to be not great, because it's either going to pull the sensor out of the mouth or pull the wiring out of the mechanism in the body. So either way, the feeding mechanism will not work, which will cause the baby to scream until the feeding is over, which I don't even know if they stop crying. I think that they just continue to cry, or it could be like 30 minutes or something ridiculous until they stop crying. That's the good sound for when they're burping. That sound just means I'm on track, Mum. Thank you for burping me. You're doing the right thing. And then when they burp at the end, it will make that noise plus a burp at the end. Alright, I'm pretty sure they have no dog hair on them. Isn't it so cute? That's not cute. That's not cute. You're screaming at me. Not cute. Make sure we ID her. Bottle. Where is it? Where did it go? So I'll just show you where it's working. Not up here, just below. But like I said, you just fold the bottle over. And it looks like she's having a feed. Okay. We're ready for another burp. I just started making some lunch because I decided I was snacky. She's doing all the eating. Now I'm hungry. Okay. It's okay, it's okay. She's so sweet. Oh, you definitely need your hair brushed. Let me get the hairbrusher. Also move. It's okay. I know you need to be burped, but right now it's important that I do your hair. Your needs are not as important as what you think. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. She's like a real baby. It's really weird. Even like I know I make these, I still find them like weird because they're like so realistic. The last thing we need to check is her nappy, and I am thinking, if I remember this schedule correctly, it should be after this. Hopefully. Unless I missed it already. But yesterday I did the same schedule, started at 10 AM. It was a feed, a burp, a feed, a burp, and then I thought it was a nappy change. Oh. She's beautiful to hold, by the way. Her head is so floppy. I don't know why. Now she wants something else. Get her bottle. I am super confused. She is super cranky at me. I have created a wrap. I will admit the chicken was already cooked. I've created a wrap, assembled a wrap, and eaten half of it. And she is still having a drink, apparently. Alright. Oh, she wants to be rocked. Alright, good night, little baby girl. Alright, off with the cupcake white nappy because it's got the white tab on it, and on with the feather black tab with the black tab on it, and it's got feathers. So we'll lift her little booty up. That's free. Get the tab on in the right spot. She makes a happy baby noise. Remove any class hair that you see. And then we just do it up. Alrighty, she's working. I'm happy. I've got to brush her hair though. Everything, all of her senses are working. That last one was a burp, by the way. She had a feed that waited a little while and then decided she wanted to be burped, which is pretty fair, and I think I remember that from last time, because I remember it being like feed, burp, and then a nappy change, and those are all the things that I wanted to test. Okay, so I've dressed her. She has a little white bow, a little Minnie Mouse romper, the cutest little shoes and socks in the world. I just think sometimes when you put something together and you're like, wow, that just really works. And I feel like this just really, really works. Like, how cute is that? So I'm really excited. I'm really happy with the outfit. I've got all of her little clothes here. I've gone through and found some little items. I hope everything fits her. Then I've got all of her accessories, dummies, bows, the items that I need her to work. So her bottle, nappy, her backing, a very cute little bracelet she's got with a love heart. I made that. Hadn't tested her breastfeeding patch, and I was like, I really wanted to do that to make sure everything is all good. I don't see why it would be an issue, but I just wanted to test it. A few years ago I sold Realcare baby. It said it's not working, and I was like, oh, like I have no idea, like it should be working. It was working when it left here, like I you know. Anyways, they sent it back to me. I tested it. It worked fine. It worked perfectly. And then I sent it back to them and I was like, look, it's working fine. Like, it had no issues. I filmed it, like, you know. Got it back to them. It was not working. They were like, did you use the bottle that we use? And I was like, oh no, I used my bottle that I always use. And then I was like, oh no. So they're like, I think it's the bottle. And I was like, I think you're right. Basically. So I sent them a new bottle, and I feel really bad, and I just feel like I could have handled the situation better, because I was like, there's nothing wrong with it, I've tested it, it's fine. And then they came up with or like maybe it's our bottle that we have, and yeah, look. So I don't want that happening to anyone ever again. I feel like I've grown from that situation. So let's just say you get the baby, and it's programmed, and you put the batteries in. So I've only put 3 in. This is exactly what would happen once you get the baby home. Oh, that's dangerous. Once you get the baby home, you would put all of the batteries in. That way. And she will beep. And she is already programmed. So you'd like put her back on anyways. This part. There we go. Do this up. Like upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down. Right, and then she's in simulation, ready to go. Oh my goodness, that's not how you put a baby down. I just tried to take some photos of her. No, cannot do. So what you do is you clip it on your shirt, like that. And then you just hold her up to it, and she feeds. And that is the breastfeeding patch. She's so cute. This outfit is so cute, and I love these shoes and socks on her. They're so frilly. Alrighty, so that works, and it works really well actually. You can turn her head. Oh, sorry. Sorry. So because it's such a large area, the breastfeeding patch, it's quite big. You can put it on the top of her mouth, and the bottom still works. I guess I could make more of these. I mean, it's really only a magnet with a little clip on it. I never thought to make them before, but I guess I could definitely make them. Like, yeah, I've never really thought about it. Your arm is digging into me though. She's had a feed, and now she wants to be burped. So if you listen to her back, that's her box, and you can like hear her insides. Like they rattle. Let's try this again. "15 days is the maximum amount of days. I want to pick all of the schedules. The mum has asked that I do not use the 5 and 8, which are the 2 hard schedules. So for day 1, use schedule 3. That's a medium schedule. Then we'll go 2. Then we can go 6, 7, skip 8, 11, 13, 15, 14, back down the other end, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ten, 11, 13. We want 0 delay time. I always like to start it at 7 AM. I don't know why. And then touch to baby's contact point. Touch the IDs. Where's the ID? Here it is. 3 times. One, 2, 3. Now she is programmed. So now I'm going to turn her upside down on her head, check that she's on. You probably need to wait a few minutes after they are turned on so that they know that you're done with the process of putting their batteries in them, because you do have to turn them different ways when you're putting their batteries in. Now I'm going to take her batteries out. I have to take her batteries out. Oopsies. Close the cover. And now I'm going to put her clothes on and wrap her in a blanket. Make sure she's all safe. Klaus? Klaus, I'm going to have to ban you from the nursery. You're too hairy. No, I'm talking to you. It's not scratchy time. What are you doing? You're so handsome. You're so handsome. Oh, putting dog hair on everything. I just had to lint roll this blanket for a really long time. And like, he doesn't touch the blankets. Like, they stay in the cupboard in there, like folded up. Excuse me. Good boy. Like, I store the blankets in here. Look, there's dog hair in here. God dang it. So I have a question. I have this bubble wrap here, and this has been sent to me with previous babies. So what are your thoughts on reusing boxes and bubble wrap? And let's say, lately I haven't been doing the little parcels because I've been using the clothes to stack the box with. But what are your thoughts on reusing stuff like this to send babies home? So all of the babies that I send out are not new, because either I buy the baby secondhand, or I buy the Realcare secondhand anyways, because you can't buy them new. But I'm just like wondering what your thoughts are with reusing stuff like that. I hate seeing all of this go into landfill, so I like to reuse it. So yeah, comment below what you think about reusing packaging, reusing boxes, stuff like that. Because I've been keeping all the boxes and reusing them just to like save on all of the waste. And if you had a brand new baby come in a secondhand box, how would you feel about that? Because I honestly used to go to my local IGA and get a box, and then I found out it's actually cheaper to get one of these Australia Post boxes. I don't know how that works out, but yeah, it's cheaper for the Australia Post. Oh my gosh, that is a full box, but I think she will be really safe in there. She has lots of padding at the bottom, she has all of her clothes, she has a big fluffy blanket, and she's definitely not moving. Dang it, I forgot to put this in. Her instructions with some Realcare stuff. Oops, I forgot to cross out a part, this part. So I always cross out the practice bit because the baby is not in practice mode, but it does explain how to use the baby, so I leave that part. Here's the final look. I've got the instructions on the top. I've decided to put the breastfeeding patch in the shoe and the ID in the shoe. Her bottle's in there, her nappy's in there. Yep, and all of her clothes that I've sent. Her little headbands. Everything is in there. This box is full. I'm going to tape the heck out of it to make sure it stays sturdy. And then add an address, and I'll get this up to the post office at the end of the day. This is the next little baby that I plan to hybrid. He is made by Hybrid Reborn Babies. Pretty sure that's her artist name. I should know it by now. So this is the same artist that made Tessa. He's on his belly because I was lining up the box with the back of him and wondering if it's going to fit, and I think that's why maybe I haven't made him yet, is I'm a little bit nervous to as if he's going to fit or not. But yeah, like I don't want his body to be too small, but it looks like it's the same size body as Tessa, it's just that she's chunkier, so it fit her really well. He's super sweet. I took him on an outing and I didn't want anyone to touch him because he's just so beautiful. He just looks like a real baby. If you guys enjoyed my video, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see more hybrid content, don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like so that we can create more videos like the one that you guys are liking, so I know. And just comment below if you have anything to add. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to post this off and then this baby will be started.